Hey everyone, it's Caito, and in today's video, we're going to be recreating my first island entrance, but then making it better. So if you're interested in content like this and you want to see more in the future, I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe, but let's get right into it. I recently stumbled upon this photo again of my first ever island entrance, and I thought it would be a fun idea to recreate it, but then at the end of the video, I'm going to actually update it and change it around a little bit just to add a little bit more of my current style to this entrance. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Starting off, I have to download this amazing brick path. This path brings back so many memories. It was the first path that I ever downloaded and started using. And honestly, I really loved using this. If you are just getting into using custom designs, it is one of the easiest ones to use. Not only is it easy, but it's also very versatile. And once you get more comfortable with it, you can make it even more distressed if you want to. You can fill up an entire area using it. There's just so many things that you can do with this path. I highly recommend it even to this day. So that's what I'm doing first, downloading this brick path, and I'm going to get started laying down the bricks. Now, one thing you're going to notice with me laying down these bricks, I am going to actually be using the tool to place these down because I'm placing so many of the center tile that looks like it's what I did when I first created this entrance. So that's what I'm going to be doing here today, placing down just this one specific tile. If I were to lay this path now, I would be laying it much differently than I used to, but I wanted to get as close to my original as I could. There are obviously going to be some things that are slightly different. I might not have everything in the exact same place, but I'm going to do my best to get everything as close as possible. Once I place the brick down, I'm going to start placing down some of the items, and as you saw earlier in the picture, there are not too many items here, just a little bit of fencing, some trees, a couple of items, and that is really it. It is a super simple entrance, so I'm going to let you guys watch me placing some of these items, and then I will come back and talk some more about what I'm doing. As I was recreating this entrance, I did realize that I actually love how open this entrance feels. Now when I create my entrances, I always tend to clutter them up and I add a lot of terraforming, but I just like the way this is completely flat, no terraforming, no water. It feels really open and welcoming, and I totally appreciate that about this entrance. And if I'm being honest, I actually don't hate it. There are a lot of things that I do like about this entrance. However, there are some things that I think that we could improve upon if you want to add a little bit more detail, so that's what I'm going to work on next. First things first, this stone stool needs to go. I don't love it right here at the entrance. I'm sure there are places that a stone stool will look great. I didn't like it right here, so that's gotta go. I'm also gonna start distressing some of the pathway so it looks a little bit more worn in the middle. So I'm just kicking up that middle tile and adding 2 of the edge tiles facing each other to add a little bit more distressing through the center of this pathway here. Next up, I'm going to play around with some different items in this area. I think adding some wind turbines to the right side will help to add a little bit of height and also some visual interest to the right side. I'm also going to change up this log bench at the front. I don't love having both log benches up here. I think adding something like a garden bench here to add some contrast as far as the benches go would look really nice. So that's what I'm going to do here. And then I'm going to start layering some items. I'm going to take the pot away, add in a garden wagon, Zen cushion stack, some items there. I'm also changing up the fencing a little bit. If you guys know me, you know that I don't normally add tons of fencing straight in a line like I used to. I've started doing it a little bit more, but in this area in particular, I actually wanted to leave a pathway open to go to the left side of the island. So I'm gonna end up changing the country fencing over there, just changing the orientation, and I really feel like that helps to open up the area. One of the biggest changes I made to the entrance was adding this tree right in the center of the pathway. I love the way this turns out. I feel like this was the most impactful change because it really just adds something to look at right in the center rather than being completely open with nothing there. I add a bike in front of it, of course, and then just some fencing to kind of carry on that country fencing throughout this build. So I'm gonna let you guys watch me finishing up here. We are almost done, and then we'll come back with the finished product. Okay, here it is, my first entrance, but made just a little bit better. As you can see, not too many changes, but enough changes to really update it and make it look newer, fresher. I like the way the garden bench looks. The tree in the back with the mountain bike is definitely my favorite change to this. What do you guys think? Do you prefer the first entrance that's a little more simple, or do you like the more detailed entrance here with all of the added items? Definitely leave that down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate if you'd like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!